Our forecast is going to get a little bit busy as we get closer to Friday. So it looks like the work and school week going to be ending with a little bit of a bang, we could say, as we have a new system that's coming in. And you probably woke up this morning to a couple alerts on the WTOL 11 weather app. If you have those location services on where it says follow me, if you then are in Southeast Michigan or Fulton and Williams County, you probably got that notification on your phone about that winter storm watch, meaning that and now is the time to prepare for a storm that's going to be rolling on in. And we've been talking about it all week long. And for those, though, who don't have that watch overhead, you are still going to be looking at some weather that's going to be, well, hanging around for your Friday. So it's not here yet, the storm that we have. We do have the cloud cover that's been moving in. Still a little bit of clearing was off towards our south and east earlier today, but you're going to find that the clouds are going to continue to thicken for us, and that's only the beginning. Even our system, though these clouds are sliding in from the north, the storm that we're watching is actually, well, quite a ways away. We're actually finding it towards New Mexico, Arizona, actually bringing some snow to our friends in Arizona this morning. So you can see snowy conditions further west, but this storm, it's not quite taking its shape just yet. It's actually going to go off through Texas, pick up a little bit of Gulf moisture, and then it's going to be shooting back up closer to home. So this is what we have for that hour-by-hour forecast. Like I said, we're going to be going through Texas into the Central Plains, picking up a lot of that rainfall, that warmer moisture, and then we start to take shape as it goes through the Midwest, meaning we're finally going to see that storm kind of reach its peak before it starts to settle down as it moves through our area. So this is kind of a broad look. As we zoom in, you're going to find today we have the quiet and dry weather. The clouds, yes, just as we anticipated, those are here and there through the day, so we will have that. It's tomorrow morning, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. We will start to see some of that moisture starting to build in for us. So be mindful as we go through the mid to late morning that we will start to see the wet weather. Now we'll have a little bit of a leading edge of some snowfall that pushes through, so we will start to see that bump mainly through southeast Michigan, but it could be right along the state line as well, even through the metro, that we have a little bit of maybe some ice pellets before it switches over to that rainfall for your Friday. So this is the look. Here we are at 4 p.m. You're going to see that we are still working with rain, a little bit of snow, seeing that snow throughout southeast Michigan, seeing that rainfall further south. And though that rain does have some orange and even some red, that's mainly because it's going to be a soaker. We're going to be picking up over an inch as far as the rainy weather. And this is through Friday afternoon. As we go into the evening, I anticipate still a little bit more of that warmer air to see a better rain snow mix across southeast Michigan and even into Fulton and Williams counties as well. But on the backside of the system, we'll have a quick burst of some snow. You can see that here by midnight, it's already off towards our east through Erie, Huron County. And then after that, we'll have dry, smooth sailing to get us into the weekend. So as far as snowfall, as I know, a big question, and a lot of folks in southeast Michigan who had the ice last week are really wondering, okay, what about ice, that mix? I don't want to do it again. None of us want to do it again. So what we're looking at is some of our heaviest of snowfall, where we're going to see a really fine line of our snow being cut off. We're anticipating that to be draped through Hillsdale County and kind of halfway through Lenawee County as well. So that's where we're going to see some of our larger accumulations. We could be looking at about 4 to 5 inches up in through there, even higher. Maybe you're going to Ann Arbor on Friday. You're definitely going to have a little bit of snow there. And then as we go further south, you're going to see cutting through Lenawee County that we have that rain snow mixture. So we could have a little bit of those ice pellets before we switch into that rainfall, but then also still noticing that cold air fighting to keep some snow in. So that's why we're going to be monitoring for our mix here as far as the coverage for rain or for snow. But if you're along the Maumee River and then south of that soaking rain, that is what you're going to be working with. But it's going to be a cold rain, just like how it was on Monday. So that's kind of one thing that we're at least familiar with, but it's really going to be around the metro and then north and west of Toledo that we're going to be watching for what the consistency is as far as that rain and snow, and then where we see that heaviest of snowfall. So again, that's going to be coming through Hillsdale County and even the northern portion of Lenawee County as well. Now, to stay updated on the storm, have the WTOL 11 weather app. Like I said, if you already have that downloaded, you already got the watch for those who are in southern Michigan or Fulton and Williams counties. And even if you don't have that watch, you can always get those alerts to where you are going to find that impactful weather. Of course, the WTOL 11 weather app not only gets those alerts, the watches, the warnings, but also we have forecast videos on there from members of the team. So as we're digesting and analyzing that data, you're going to get the latest information that we're pumping out of the Weather Center. So make sure you're staying updated on the app. It's a free download. You can get that on the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store. Have that. It's definitely one of the tools you're going to want to use. It also has the satellite feature, which is what you can use right now with the clouds that have moved in here on our Fifth Third bank cam. Nothing falling from the sky as far as rain or snow. We do have a dry Thursday forecast, but the clouds, they have kind of moved on in and spoiled the sun that we started with here for the morning. But since it is Thursday, some call it Friday Junior, Friday Eve, no matter what you call it, that means that the weekend is calling. So if you do have plans for your weekend, you're going to find that we have dry forecast both days. It'll be a little bit cooler, but also we are going to find that we have more sun on Sunday. So out of the 2 days, Saturday going to be a little bit cooler than what our Sunday is going to be. But you are going to find that Friday, though, still into the 30s. We have those 40s for your weekend and even 52 by Monday. Once we get through that storm on Friday, happy to see some sun to carry us into the weekend. Monday, Tuesday, watching another quick system to kick off the brand new week. And then our temperatures during this time, they're going to be hovering a little bit below average. Average here for early March should be around 43 degrees. We're going to be in the upper 30s to the lower 40s. We're also going to be seeing then with some cooler conditions, a little more cloud cover, but of course we'll also be tracking those rain chances for that week coming, considering how saturated and how waterlogged we already are after picking up quite a bit of rain here at the end of February. But again, as that Friday storm, get the updates on the WTOL 11 weather app and also here on WTOL 11 Plus.